There's this well-known quote: if you are depressed, you're living in the past. If you are anxious, you're living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. The quote is attributed to Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu. During the pandemic, I have learned to be compassionate towards myself for my grief and anxiety. Though I am familiar with living in memory and projection, I am also learning that hypervigilance does not by itself build a good life, and true presence can lead you to joy and peace. For me, presence means I am fully accepting of myself, gentle with myself in each moment. When I am present, I notice what's real and evident right in front of me and what is simply another time trying to break in. Presence is a practice, a challenging, mysterious, and captivating practice. My decision to go car camping one spring morning in 2020 was a small attempt at quieting a desire for this elusive presence. This trip would be my first attempt at taking steps toward a life I fantasized about for a long time. I'd had a bit of a rushed morning on this day. I was a bit frustrated when I got to the beach, stressed about whether I had time to enjoy it before it got dark. I literally stepped onto the beach and an otter appeared in the surf as if I had called to her. At the edge of the ocean she sat, watchful and spirited. Now, otters are one of my favorite animals. Seeing her felt like a lightning strike, a small moment of enlightenment, of knowing. A message from God, from spirit, from the universe, from the earth itself. Look around you, they said. Look at what you've called into your life. Look how your soul asked for something and we provided. I am the kind of person that researches animal symbolism when I have unexpected encounters in nature. A believer in the idea that messengers are sent to us with important lessons. Here's what I found for otters. Their presence can serve as a reminder that we need to care for ourselves in order to give back to the world meaningfully. Flow with the tides of life rather than tire yourself swimming against them. We have the tools we need to go down our own paths. Otters are an invitation to stay curious, adaptive, expressive of our emotions, and unafraid of our individuality. This was such a perfect message for me as I took my first stumbling steps on a journey towards stillness and peace and presence. I often feel I am moving too slowly, that I am running out of time to fulfill my potential, to feel truly free, to know my dreams and follow them. Despite the frustrations of that day, when I arrived on the beach, the universe came to greet me and reminded me that I am right on time. My timing is perfect, and there is no need to worry. I cooked pasta in the rain that night. It was cold and wet, but I felt so proud of myself for listening to an inner voice that told me the experience was necessary, for not waiting for permission to have this adventure and begin to fill some empty spaces I had been saving up inside, for embarking on a journey to discover and collect myself, for, despite what have been hard experiences in my life, staying soft and open and flexible to the ways life alters course and finds ways to remind me of who I am. Had I fought against that current, that whisper, I would have missed the otter on the beach. When I find myself worrying about if I'm running out of time, if I will ever escape the weight of the future and the past, I remember my timing is perfect, and the weightlessness is something I can choose to step into. A feeling less like an untethered kite in the wind, and more like a tree with a long memory, deep roots, and hopeful reaching branches. If I listen to that small, still voice inside and seek peace and play, I will arrive right on time.
I'm not sure if you guys can see, but there's like an otter or something slinky in the water over there. And if it's an otter, I'm gonna freak out because otters are like one of my favorite animals, and I feel if it's an otter, it's my ancestors speaking to me. Oh my gosh, it's definitely an otter, you guys. Oh my gosh. I wish I could zoom in, but this is a prime lens, so you know the otter's gonna keep her privacy, but